You know, people ask me all the time, like, how do I have such a great inventory? How do I do good trades, et cetera, et cetera? And honestly, like, it's really just a, you just got to keep an open mind. And you also have to have like keys and stuff like that. Like, you have to have resources available to you, so you can make good investments, like, as those opportunities come up. And I'm going to tell you a story about, it's not really much of a story, but I'm going to tell you about an investment that I made last year that has since then, I don't know, went up significantly more than what it was, than what I paid for it anyways. And a friend of mine too. So if you remember last year, the Llama made a video about the new RLCS wheels, the Decinium Pro wheels that Psyonix was releasing with Season 3 ticket purchasers for RLCS. And he made a prediction in there that ended up playing out to be true, that those wheels were going to be worth a lot of money, like similar to the Alpha items, you know, down the road, because the wheels look really nice, and they kind of had like a little glimmer, and they were golden and very, very exclusive. There was less seats there than people who played the Alpha version of the game, so there was a good opportunity for people who were so inclined. That's actually a really good shot. If you look, I'm playing against Red here. I don't know if he's okay with me using this footage, but we beat him eventually. I'll let you watch the rest of the game. But the game before this and the game after this, he won. So in all fairness, and also this was just unranked. It wasn't ranked or anything. So, but anyways, back last year, they started doing the Decinium Pro wheels and all these other wheels afterwards for each RLCS that came out, and they announced it, and the tickets went from tons available to sold out overnight. Like, because of the Llamasur's video and the fact that the wheels look really good and they're going to be so exclusive, the tickets just went quick, right? And I myself had the chance to buy two, and so did my friend. And I'm not going to drop his name. I don't want anybody getting banned here. But we both bought 2 tickets to RLCS, and I think we both cashed in one of them. I know I did. I made a video about it, which surprisingly did actually really horrible. Like, those wheels were really awesome, and the video kind of did bad. But so anyways, here at that time when they first came out, they were selling for about $50 each. Which isn't much. I mean, but the tickets again were only like $40 or $50. I think it's just that there was just too many on the market because a lot of people bought those with the intent to make a quick buck off of it. And so the market was kind of flooded at the beginning, and they were only selling for like 50, maybe $100, depending on who you're, like if it's like the first day it came out or like a couple weeks later. But anyways, I just wanted to have a second copy. So I was using mine, and I had the second one. And I thought that, you know, just I'd have a second copy of all the wheel codes one day and maybe give them away or sell them, or who knows, right? Anyways, so long story short, he decided to put his on the market, and at the time, I think there's only like 5 codes left, and he was one of them, right? And he just sold his. He was given an offer for $1,000 Bitcoin, and he took it, and he has the $1,000 Bitcoin right now, which is a ton of money, because back then the tickets were worth like 40, $50, something like that. Plus the fees or whatever. I think it was like 2 tickets were like $80 or $100 something, and then but you could resell them for 40, 45, maybe less. I can't remember, but you could also sell them to other people who were just trying to go to RLCS, because again, the tickets sold out like overnight once the rewards were announced, right? So there was a market to resell just the tickets alone and keep the codes, and people were buying them. So I think all in all, I might have spent like $20-$30 like after selling the tickets, and him too. So yeah, like $20-$30 for like 2 codes back then. And today he sold his for $1,000, and I got an offer yesterday for $1,350 cash, USD cash, for a single code for Decinium Pro wheels. I haven't sold it yet, so don't ban me, Psyonix. I know you just banned Pickle Pixel the other day for promoting Lolga. I didn't sell my code. I didn't get cash for it or anything. I still have it. But I think I'm one of the very few. So I think that the prices are just going to go up, because eventually I'll just be the last person, and who knows what they'll be worth then. I mean, they're already worth more money than the Alpha wheels. They're also worth more money than Alpha Boost right now if you do the key conversion. So if my wheels are worth $1,350, the key conversion, if you're assuming that a key is worth like 70 cents per key, right? The key conversion is way up there. I'll do the math later and just put it in editing, but it's worth a lot more money than what Alpha Boost is going for. I think Alpha Boost is going for like 1,500 keys, 1,600 keys, something like that. So these Dicinia Pro wheels are actually worth more than that. Now the next question you're probably wondering is like, well, how can you make $1,000 or some substantial amount of money? Well, you know, the thing is though, is that this well might have already run dry. And the reason why I say that is because since the Dicinia Pro wheels, the rest of the wheels have kind of been, I can't remember what the next ones were called, but I have a copy of those too. But they're like blue. They kind of look like they remind me of like a submarine propeller or something. Not exactly the nicest wheels. And no, I don't think I've really ever seen anybody wear them except for maybe like the first week after they came out. But then you had the Mothership Pro wheels, and I really didn't like them at first. But as I started playing with them, I really began enjoying the like alien looking glow on the treads. Like they're very bright wheels, so especially when you get like the nighttime stadiums and stuff, they look really good. Not nearly as good as Dicinia Pro wheels, but we'll see like a year from now if they're worth anything. It's just time will tell. So then the point is that how can you do it? Well, just like keep your eyes open. If Rocket League releases other limited items based on, you know, I don't know if RLCS attendance, or maybe they'll have like a community day or something where they give out stuff. I don't know. They did the pullback racers. Those codes weren't worth anything, but the items that came in them were pretty bad too, like the very generic stuff. So it really boils down to like exclusivity. What type of item is it? So if it's a wheel versus a topper, for example, or a boost, you know, so the white hat is a topper and it's the most expensive item in the game, but it's just incredibly exclusive. I think there's only like 13 in existence, so that's why it's worth so much money. But just keep that in mind. Like, look at those factors. Like, how exclusive is it? What type of or item is it? Like a wheel or whatever else? Does it look really nice? Do you see pro players adopting it, right? So, for example, the Llamasur did his video about how much they'd be worth, and then I did a video afterwards with Sizz where I built him a car, and he really loved it because all the pro players that go to RLCS get a copy of the code. So if they start using it too, whatever type of item it is, you know, then the demand starts increasing because they see their favorite pro players using the item. So just kind of keep those things in mind. Keep your eyes open for other opportunities. Follow me on Twitter, and I do talk about investments sometimes, whether it's Rocket League or, for example, with Bitcoin. I actually called like the very, very top of Bitcoin. On Twitter, everybody else is saying, oh, it's time to buy, it's time to get in, oh, I'm buying. And like they were literally doing it at the very peak when it's accelerating to the tippy top. And I'm like, no, guys, you need to stop. And I called the top. I can show you on Twitter if you don't believe me. So stuff like that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, and whenever I see an opportunity, I'll post it on there. Yeah. So before we go, a couple things. One, you know, you haven't seen me in forever because again, I did quit YouTube back in December. I've been struggling to possibly come back. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and you know, it really meant a lot to me to like grow this channel and to meet all you guys and have that experience. And a lot of you still talk to me on Discord and Twitter and stuff like that, which is really cool. You know, it still makes me feel like a part of the community. But I've been struggling with the idea of should I come back or not. I just can't let it affect my personal life. So if I do come back, it won't be 3 times a week or anything like that, but probably just like my popular series, like building pro cars, testing to see if people will scam you. You know, the ones that did a lot better than some of my other videos. So I don't know. Just let me know what you think. If you want me to come back, put a comment in, or you know, use that like button. Actually, how about let's do it this way? If you want me to come back and make videos 2 or 3 times a month, then leave a like, right? If you don't want me to come back, leave a dislike. Now, honestly, guys, like this will help me judge whether or not it's worth my time to do it. So there you have it. I'm also going to record another video tomorrow because they got the new Rocket Pass coming out, which is super sweet. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm going to unlock all of them, so make sure you tune into my channel tomorrow to watch that. Yeah, and that's about it. So very awkward doing this again, but I don't know what else to say.